Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna, that's me in the burgundy sweatshirt there, and my husband's name is Ace, that's him cutting the carpet. And welcome to the channel where we don't always fix things, but we do make them less broken. Welcome to the first episode of a new series, making over another space in the house. Right now we are working on the media room. Now, as I'm filming this has actually been done for a while now, but listen, I'm a working girl. Life is busy and we're always working on other projects, so things got in the way of me finally working on editing the footage of this. So welcome to a new series, making over our downstairs, I guess, second living room. We basically want to transform it into kind of like a cool, comfortable media space, and we're starting by ripping up that nasty, dingy old carpet. Easy job because it's not secured down very well, and we're going to lay down some laminate flooring. So sit back, relax, and watch us destroy our house. Trying to pull this phone thing out. I'm pretty sure this is a landline. So primitive. Who even has a house phone anymore? Chime off below if you have a house phone. I haven't had a house phone since I was in like middle school. To take it out, I'm gonna have to come out here because so this is where this thing goes. My husband and I have zero intent of using it. So, and it's not connected to anything. And the power that box that it goes through out here doesn't even work. So, we plan on, after we finally get the whole space set up, like this space, there's gonna be a TV right here, mounted over here, and then a console that, we want to be able to just push all the way against the wall. And, there's no use for us to have that anymore. So I'm trying to remove it. I think I'm gonna have to actually cut it and then pull it out from the side. And then we have some materials to fill in that hole, because if we leave it, it's not a big hole, but it's still enough for, moisture and bugs and stuff to get through. So, and it's directly from the outside of our house to the inside of our house. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it and then I'll pull it from the outside. Let's see what happens. It looks like somebody broke it
No,
off.
I think, because you remember that,
Those bookshelves.
yeah.
Maybe you can do that?
No,
No?
because look, the thing, the guard.
Yeah,
So
alright,
it's
so
weird, just this thing.
like I thought, that's not gonna work. It's already coming off anyway.
Everybody do. That's not a rock, a rock, a rock. Here we go. It's tricky to rock, no time on Debbie Cricket. It's tricky to rock, no time on.
And now we are laying down the underlayment. I say we because Onyx, as usual, is supervising. Since this floor was getting installed on the ground level, this is technically the basement level. If you recall, our house is a split level home, so this is technically the basement level of our house. We were not concerned with getting an underlayment that that dampened noise. Our primary concern was getting one that was a moisture barrier. So that's what we got. We got this one from our local home improvement store. It's very affordable. So yeah, that's all we're doing. Underlayment down now. So at this point, it's been a few days and we're now trying to actually install our flooring. We got our flooring, by the way, from Lumber Liquidators. Now it's called, they were called Lumber Liquidators forever, and then they were called LL Flooring. And I think at this time that I'm editing this, they're back to being called Lumber Liquidators. I don't know. But anyway, that's where we got our flooring. We actually got a really good deal on it for Black Friday. We paid 39 cents a square foot for this flooring. We matched it to our existing flooring because when, I guess, the previous owners installed the new floors throughout the rest of the house where there's laminate flooring, they had some left over and they left some pieces in the storage under the stairs. So we just brought that to the floor store and matched as close as we could, and I feel we did a pretty good job. This is our first time installing laminate flooring, and it's the kind that does the click and lock. And everybody online said this was so easy from all the research we did. Why did we have such a difficult time doing this? You can see me and Ace struggling to do this, and we struggled at this for a couple hours before we finally gave up for the evening and eventually threw in the towel. And me and him were so frustrated and fed up, we were like, you know what, we're just gonna pay somebody to do this. What ultimately ended up happening is the next day was a Sunday. Ace actually had to end up working that day, and I decided that I was going to try and install the flooring. I'll try and find that footage of me declaring that I'm not going to be defeated by this flooring. Okay, I looked for that footage and I could not find it. Again, this whole project was filmed a very long time ago. I probably accidentally deleted it forever ago and never realized it. So sorry about that. But basically, we're at the next day now. It's a Sunday, and I refuse to be defeated by this flooring. Everybody online says it's so easy to install laminate flooring and LVP flooring. Oh, it's just like the lock in, the click in kind of flooring. And I refuse to be defeated by it. So on this morning, I got on my phone, did more research for probably like half an hour to an hour, and I learned how to do it. And I was able to figure out how to do this flooring. And Ace was gone. I already said he was working this day, so I was doing this completely by myself. And then when I finally figured it out, I decided, oh, it'd be kind of fun to get this all done while he's still at work and surprise him. So that's what I was determined to do. So watch me. I hear Ace about to walk in, and I'm on the very last row of planks, and I want to get his genuine reaction. Hopefully he comes through this door. Well. Look who finally decided to come home.
You did it. You feel good? Good for you.
Drop it. Thank you. Well, so I wasn't too worried about there being gaps back here because remember we're putting cabinets right here.
Right here.
Yeah, well, there we're gonna have to come up with another solution. It's not perfect. It's gonna be like quarter round, may not cover some of the stuff, like some of the edges. I did my best, so we're gonna have to find some like solutions. Like, you know the issue you were having when you were like, every time you put it on, it was like staying up and wasn't going down?
Show me how you do this.
I'll show you how to do it.
Show me how you do this.
Isn't it so nice of him to join on the very last row?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, we gotta do something.
Maybe we can like cut it out a little more. Like cut that bottom portion out a little.
Cut the frame?
Like right here, yeah. Right here and do exactly what you're talking about doing right here. Do right here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And just like that, it is time for bed. I still can't believe I did this entire room all by myself. My back was killing me by the end of the day, but it is so incredibly rewarding. Sorry, tippy taps are one of my dogs in the background. But it is so incredibly rewarding doing a big project like this on your own. It's very gratifying. I did make a lot of mistakes, but I definitely learned from them and will learn from them in the future, as you'll see, because there's another room in my house that I completely did the floors all by myself as well. And that went a lot smoother because of the mistakes that I made in this room here. The quarter round will still need to go in. There's some repairs and things that we have to make around some of the baseboards, but The floor is in, and I am so happy. And I'm just so proud of myself because I did it all by myself. So here we are, some time later. At this point in history, it is around the holidays. And I know that because my parents were like, what do you guys want for Christmas? And of course, me and Ace being adults were like, I don't know. And then they were like, do you have a project you're working on in the house? And I was like, you know what? We actually are wanting to get some cabinets to go downstairs. We wanted to get some cabinetry to flank the fireplace and kind of do like a modern built-in cabinets type deal. So fast forward, and my parents got us this early Christmas gift, these cabinets. These are actually top cabinets, as like if you were doing kitchen cabinets, they're the cabinets that would go up on the mounted to the wall. The reason we went with wall cabinets is because base cabinets were actually too tall for what we were trying to go for. And these are just basic unfinished cabinets, and they have a recessed panel. And the first thing I'm doing is taking them out into the garage, and I'm going to paint these. I'm about to use my paint sprayer, and I'm going to paint them in a really beautiful smoked salt color. The paint is Soto paint, and I've used it for many furniture projects before in the past. I'll link it below. I get it on Amazon, and I've also gotten it directly from the website before too, and I just absolutely love the color. I wanted a neutral color, but I didn't want white either, and smoked salt fit that bill for me. And it's just a really nice like kind of tannish beige color. Yeah, I like it. So here we go. We have base cabinets, and we're painting them now. If you do not have a paint sprayer and you do a lot of projects like this, I strongly recommend you get one. 2 coats to paint the cabinets, and it took probably 90 seconds to paint both of them with the paint sprayer, and we were done. So now I'm back inside with the cabinets. What I'm doing is I have a piece of plywood, and I'm going to cover up the side pieces that are going to be exposed on either side of the fireplace. I'm just using a thin piece of plywood. I think it's a 1/2-inch piece to just cover up that kind of unsightly particle board looking edge. And also, maybe you noticed or maybe you didn't, the fireplace is painted black. It was something that we had talked about doing as part of the kind of makeover project. Ace actually kind of did it on a whim while I was at work one day. He sent me a picture while I was at work, and he was like, I painted the fireplace. And I was like, oh, it looks really cool. We had already agreed on it. We just kind of were sitting on doing it for whatever reason, but Ace is a doer, and so he just decided that he was going to do it. And I came home and I thought it looked great. And if you don't like that we painted our red brick fireplace black, then I don't know what to tell you. Get your own fireplace, I guess, because we like it. Thank you so much. So some time has passed, we've settled into the floor, we've settled into the cabinets, and I finally started to decorate. The last thing that I'm going to be doing here, last thing for this video anyway, is laying down a rug and putting down some decorative accents. We're going to do a double rug in this room. In this first rug that you see me laying down, I think this rug is an 8x10, and this rug is from World Market. It's been sitting around for a while because I was looking for the perfect rug to pair on top of it. So this bottom rug is from World Market, and then the rug that we're going to layer on top of it is from, actually it's from Target. I got it at a liquidation store, brand new for $50, and I think it's a perfect combination. And that concludes the first installment of our media room makeover. We got quite a lot done in this episode. I just compressed like 8 months of work in this 15-minute video for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll link everything I can below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.